So I hope you all understood the actual meaning of continuity. So far we have been solved so many problems, and I had given the clear cut conclusion how to calculate the continuity of any given function. Okay, fine sir. Now in this lecture I will be giving brief introduction. What is this continuity and how we are dealing with this? See, basically continuous function means, what is the actual meaning of it? If you are taking x and y axis, suppose I am just taking x and y axis, and if you are observing there is some function, it is traveling from one point to another point. You can take that, you can consider any one function randomly, and it is also, let us take, sir, there is one function, it is traveling like this. Okay. Now in the x axis, this x is varying from minus x to plus x. Yes sir. If you observe in the y axis, y is varying from plus f of x to minus f of x. Yes sir. So when you are continuously changing the value of x from minus x to plus x, you have to observe whether this function is continuously going or is there will be any discontinuity. Discontinuity means, see, if I will be started drawing this graph without removing my pen, I have to continuously draw the graph. That is called continuity. Now suppose one more graph is given like this. Understand this. So there is one more graph is given, and what happened is they have given some graph, and let me draw. Kindly wait for a few minutes. Sorry, not few minutes, few seconds, then you will be understanding it. Suppose, so they have given one more graph, but that graph is, 1 minute, it is traveling like this sir. After that I am finding that there is a gap, then it is again continuous. Now if you take the second graph, if you are trying to draw it from the starting point, I am coming. After reaching this point, can I go continuously? No, I have to remove my pen, again I have to touch here, again I have to draw. That is the difference between continuity and discontinuity. If you observe, if your function is continuous from the starting point till the ending point, you no need to remove your pen, again you no need to touch, again you no need to draw the graph. So that function is simply called continuous function. This function is continuous everywhere. You no need to remove to draw the graph. Now I am just asking you, I will be bringing one more graph here, and I am just asking you, tell me whether that graph is continuous or not. So I just wanted to draw the graph for, see, mod x. If you take mod x, its corresponding graph will be coming to x axis and it will be crossing 0 point, again it will be going in this way. Tell me whether it is continuous or not. So in order to draw this graph, take your pen, start from here, draw it. See, if I am starting from here, coming, after reaching this point, again I am going. Is there any discontinuity? First I am asking. No sir, there is no discontinuity. If I will start traveling here, I am traveling here, again I am changing the direction, again I am traveling. Is there any discontinuity? Discontinuity means, if you observe here, see there is a discontinuity between these 2 points. I cannot directly continuously travel. First of all, if I have to reach this point, after that I have to jump from here to here like a monkey. Suppose, see, let us take an example. One monkey is keep on traveling here. So it is running. Can it run continuously? No. After reaching this function, it has to jump, because there is no continuity. So whenever a monkey is trying to jump in the graph, that will be simply called, so you can simply say, sir, there is some discontinuity, that's why that monkey is jumping, otherwise it will be simply running. Okay, that's all. That is the actual meaning of continuity and discontinuity. In order to know this, so here I have demonstrated these things in terms of graph. If you want to demonstrate the same thing in terms of theory, that is what we did so far. So what I have done, so in order to know whether the function is continuous, for this what people used to do is, they will be specifically selecting any point you can choose randomly. If you take this point, or you can take this point, you can take this point, you can take this point. You have to select one point first. You have to select one point first, that point is called A. Then you have to travel to that point from left hand side. If you are approaching that point from left hand side, then that is called A minus. If you are approaching to the same point from right hand side, see, point will be same only. See, still I am considering A only, but I am approaching it from right hand side, that's why I am putting plus. If I am approaching it from right hand side, left hand side, then you have to put minus. If you are directly approaching that point specifically by standing there itself, then that will be called A. So it doesn't matter whether you are traveling from left hand side or you are whether you are traveling from right hand side or you are traveling from left hand side or you are standing at the same point, your resultant answer should be same. But if you travel here, see there, if you take the discontinuity point, if you are traveling from left hand side, you can reach only at this point. If you are traveling from this is right hand side actually. If you are traveling it from right hand side, A plus, you will be ending up with some value. Again, if you are traveling from left hand side, you will be ending up with some other value. See, both are not same. What is the conclusion? The conclusion is left hand side limit and right hand side limit will not give you the same answer. Why? Because they are different point. There is no continuity. That's why we are calling it as discontinuity. So here now how to define this? When we are traveling it from left hand side, we have to define that limit. I am approaching, I am closing to that specific function. I am trying to reach that specific function by traveling it from right hand side. If you are defining it from this is left hand side, and similarly you can define I am trying to close to that function by traveling it from right hand side. So this will be defined as A plus. If you are trying to approach the function from left hand side, then minus will come. If you are trying to approach the function from right hand side, then plus will come. If you are directly standing at this point, exactly at A, if you are standing, then it will be limit x equal to x tending to A, and the function will be f of A. If this all values are equal, that is the finalized conclusion. Sir, first I have been tried to traveled from left hand side, then I have been directly standing at this point at x equal to A, then I got some value. Again I have been traveled to achieve the same point from right hand side also. So it doesn't matter whether you are traveling from left hand side or right hand side or anywhere, the conclusion is we are getting the same answer. It means that function is continuous at the specific point x equal to A. In the similar way, you can select any point and you can check whether the function is continuous or not. So this is all about continuity and discontinuity. In the next lecture, we will be starting differentiability. You can also observe there are so many functions. In the question, they will be asking check whether the function is continuous or not, check whether the function is differentiable or not. So in the next lecture, so far we understood how to check whether the function is continuous or not. So in the upcoming lecture, we are going to start to check whether the function is differentiable or not. Can we differentiate this function or not? That can also be defined in the same way. If you understand continuity, then that will also be very easy. So this is all for this lecture. If you are really understanding everything about the conclusions, whatever that I am giving, don't forget to click that like button and share it with all your friends. Thanks for watching. Thank you all.